Okie dokie.
Alright. Just a good start. Alright. Just another cutscene.
Yeah, and the start of the I guess chapter 2 is how do I describe it? It's like mostly a waiting mission, so we can't really do much to make it faster, but on the first turn we can. So on the first turn we're gonna control a watchman, okay. And we're gonna take care of some commanders here, so the guys in red basically. Just gonna shoot them down so that the enemy has less movements, and therefore we wait less on the auto scrollery parts.
Yeah, because the AI in this scene just rushes for this mission. So it's just less people rushing at us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go really close for these because it's a little bit safer.
Yeah, I have actually missed that guy in a marathon run, so that was that was something.
Yeah, that can be unfortunate. Alright, now we wait.
So yeah, basically we can't take down this tank yet. We can soon, but at the moment we have to wait until the tank is fired twice, so we have to wait another turn. But
So they're gonna attack this gate, but they won't be able to destroy it.
yeah.
Aw. Yeah, so... Wait, that's really funny.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I've never seen them aim there.
I haven't either. That's very unusual. I wonder why.
I must have been close, but usually it's when I'm further back. I've seen it like when I'm further back, but I've never seen it from that position. Anyway,
That's incredible.
let me return the wait.
Is now a good time to jump in with a donation?
Oh, absolutely.
We had $20 come in from J who says, shoutouts to all the runners and hosts, restreamers, tech team members making this awesome marathon possible. Great efforts for a great cause. Thanks so much, J ? Really nice of you.
Alright, one last movement and then we'll be able to take action against this tank.
Yep. Because we're gonna have a tank of our own, which is, questionable.
Right, and luckily that watchman didn't die, otherwise we have to wait for the death animation.
Yeah. Okay. So Welkin has a tank in his garage, and he just got it out of storage because he needed a tank just in case.
Well, yeah, it's technically his father's tank and his adopted sister's father's tank, but they've inherited it, so this is a good time to use it as any.
Yep.
So
And
if you,
the only way we can do this.
so if you notice, there is a glowing weak point at the back of the tank, and you may guess that we have to shoot at it.
This is a special tank though. Usually this would kill in one shot, but this tank it doesn't give the same multiplier. So sadly we're gonna need 2 shots. At least Welkin did not miss though.
Yeah, Welkin can miss the tank and actually hit the gate behind you, and if he misses twice, you instantly game over because you destroy the gate.
Yeah.
So,
I've had that happen quite a few times.
Me too. But we did it, we passed pretty much just the tutorial missions of the game, although there is probably one more. And yeah.
Yep, now we can go to the headquarters, which is basically the RPG portion of this game where you can equip a bunch of stuff and like customize and level up. We're gonna get a tutorial on all of it, so it's like 3 minutes of tutorials.
Yeah, you can customize your squad as well, although we're not going to do a lot of that. We are looking for a certain amount of teammates. We need at least 3 or 4 male shock troopers, an engineer, Yoko or Field, or both of them, and Marina or Catherine. They're both snipers, but we only need one of them. And yeah, so the reason why we want, and either Wavy or Nancy. So we got Wavy. Yes, thank you. Great, you got the main character. Yeah, so we get Marina as well. That's nice.
Yeah, that's really nice for marathon safety as well. Oh, we got Dallas too.
Oh, is Dallas like the better engineer? And we got Yoko as well.
Her voice animations save like a teeny bit over everyone else.
Alright.
It's mostly just funny though because she talks really, really fast. I think it's like 20 frames for both her clips.
Right.
Alright, level up time.
Yeah, so this is Joel Sargent. Because we are playing on the English version, he is voiced by John DiMaggio, and you might know him as Bender from Futurama, or other really funny characters. So, yeah, he's just a random drill sergeant that levels you up. You leveled up by classes, and you learn potentials and orders through this. And we're going to learn a very important order here called Defense Boost, I believe. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, Defense Boost, yeah. So, yeah, we're about to see that in action, not in the next mission, but in the mission afterwards.
Yep, and then we'll see it in almost every mission for the rest of the game, because it's very good.
Yeah, so the first is an R&D, it's not really that important, but we do just do minor bit of upgrading. We just upgrade rifles and a little bit of uniforms.
Yeah. Just kind of because we're here, we're gonna do it. It's not too important for the next couple missions.
Yeah, it doesn't allow you to exit without like the tutorial or without having to visit R&D either, so might as well do something while we're here.
Alright. Then R&D. Oops, there we go. Now just a few more tutorials and then the game will start with credits. So, this game is mostly capture the flag, so ideally we don't have to kill units, we just have to get them knocked out. We're going to be killing some units this mission, but for the most part we knock people out, and it counts as us winning. So we mostly get to ignore a lot of the map.
So the most important thing is to deploy a shock trooper that is not Alex in the...
But we're going to use Alex anyway.
But yeah, it's very important that we do use Alex for the sake of the marathon because you might have a little bit of surprise who the
Split into two teams,
behind Alex
offensive and defensive.
At least in the English
Squad
version.
7, move out!
Yep. Yeah, and English is faster, by the way, so it's nice because I like the English voice acting in this game.
Yeah, you're gonna have a good time no matter what cast, voice cast you pick. So, yeah.
I love being able to use Alex for his voice
Just
clips.
leave it to me.
Yeah, I had to let that play. I just stopped talking.
Enemy spotted. Don't let them.
Hopefully, you'll recognize that voice.
I'm on my way now.
We didn't even get to potential, so
that's
fine.
Enemy
sometimes
sighted.
you can get a random grenade bounce.
Take this.
And it's really annoying. So, unfortunately, that grenade didn't bounce. But yeah, it gives you a tutorial about killing commanders, which we already have done. So, yeah, the game's a little bit behind on that.
Why you?
Alright, and since we captured the base, we don't have to do anything else on the map. For the most part, there's always a direct path to the base, so the missions are pretty quick in the game. Like, most of them are, like, book mode, so, like, half of this mission is set up, then, like, the rest of it is actually doing the mission. The other random thing about this game is, the only thing that's, like, matching speed matters a lot on, are the tutorial boxes. And I'm left-handed, so for the longest time I lost a lot of time because I was doing them with my right. I ended up saving like 15 seconds on massing when switching. It's just a bit funny.
Yeah, so again, sorry. So we're going to use primarily an engineer for this mission, but we first need assistance or a scout
Take down the
to get
bridgehead
through
as quickly
the
as possible.
first section of the mission.
Squad 7, move
We'll be
out.
doing the engineer strat.
Oh yeah, we're doing the engineering time, right? It's been a while.
Yeah, this is relatively new. It's also very silly because engineers are usually not used in Valkyria Chronicles speedrunning. But for this one mission, they're faster.
Yeah, and the
This
main
is an
reason why
order.
they're faster is because they're packing more grenades. They have
Brace
3
up and
grenades
get
on
ready
them
to
instead of
defend
having
yourself.
1. So we're able to just use
Leave
one
it to me.
unit and just go through it
I
faster
found
than
one.
you would just having 2 scouts, which is like the old strat.
can hide there?
Yeah, it's like 18 to 20 faster, depending on how it goes.
Yeah, so this getting this crate to explode, the
Enemy
Ragnarok
spotted.
crate
Enemy
to
spotted.
explode can be a bit finicky. But if you stand in the right spot,
Right
it just
away.
explodes and then we're able to go through.
I
And we
found
have
one.
our friendly soldier there to help us.
I
Very,
found
very
one.
polite. And that shortcut is also one of the reasons we can do this mission with an engineer, because they have a little movement bar in the bottom, and engineers do not have nearly as much as scouts.
Right away. Enemy spotted.
Yeah, scouts have the biggest movement. Yeah, so...
Take this.
And I believe snipers have the least, if I'm...
Yes.
Yeah. So hopefully we don't get shot down here. Jeez, that was
Miss
close.
Alicia.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, normally we would switch our weapons without entering aim mode, but when we're low on HP, it can be a teeny bit scary as it was with that one.
Yeah,
It
aim
turned out
mode
okay.
keeps us safe from any action that's happening, basically, or most action that's happening.
Yeah, a little like damage will like roll over, but it does stop the getting shots. Probably would have died if I would have hit square to switch weapons.
Oh, I forgot to mention in the previous mission we did have a cutscene that was skippable, so you have to do a little bit of menuing there in order to skip it. There's some that are they're highlighted with stars, so yeah, that's how you're aware that they're skippable.
Alright. Now we're finally gonna use a scout. A little later in the run for like a long scout resting mission. But this map is
The enemy
really
supply
big,
base is
so
through
we
these
kind of
woods.
need to use scouts.
Squad 7, move out.
Alright, we're gonna defense boost again. As we mentioned earlier, this is like the best order in the game. It's really easy to get in the beginning, and it kind of
This is an order.
invalidates most of the early maps.
Brace up and get ready to defend yourself.
Yeah, although this map does have like a degree of
Moving
it has something pretty annoying towards the end of it, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah. Now it's a long walk in the forest.
Yep.
Enemy unit spotted. Enemy sighted.
Yeah, so we got that mine tutorial there, and that's mainly to introduce us to
Enemy unit
mines.
spotted!
They're on the
yeah.
ground. And there's also like not only just
Moving out.
person mines, but there's also tank mines as well to be aware of. And they're a bit
Yeah.
bigger, but they only affect tanks.
And mines are very, very dangerous. We would die if I would have accidentally stepped on one.
What?
Thankfully, I didn't. Anyways, we're gonna grenade some crates.
Moving out. Enemy sighted.
I like that very much could have been taken out of context as well. Yeah, you know, if you stepped on a landmine, it would be really bad.
Yeah. Alright, and our first time safety saving, because as was mentioned, the ending part of this chapter can be a little scary for a marathon. So we have to clear this space, and there's 3 units in it, and this leader scout is crouching, so we can't do headshot damage. So we're gonna need to get 10 out of 15 shots.
Yeah, if all 5 of Alicia's initial shots will hit, we would be able to skip a turn, and yeah, that would be nice, but that's very unlikely to happen. And also, we don't have a grenade because we had to use it on the boxes. There's no other way to break the boxes otherwise.
Yeah, so our normal clearing base mission, or toll is not here.
Yeah.
And Alexis is going to be a little safe here and safely safe. Just in case.
Yeah, so the problem with going up against the shock troopers is they can like suddenly turn and just annihilate Alicia. And it doesn't help that Alicia's not on a lot of HP. So it's just for safety.
Yeah, we need 4 out of 5 headshots, and we're really close, so it's not like too big of a deal, but if we did miss, it would be not good.
Down. Everybody be careful.
My turn, okay?
Okay. We're good now.
Yeah.
Who are these guys?
Oh yeah, there was a boss fight with a tank that's kind of just on screen, but we just avoid that because you don't need to take it out when...
We actually ignore it entirely.
We tend to ignore a lot of stuff on the screen in general, out of the nature of the game. Alright, anyway, we're going to a desert now.
Yeah, it's not the infamous mission, but it's basically the calm before the storm. So the strategy is the same. We're going to just do defense boost on Alicia, and she's just going to run through the desert.
Yep. That's a lot of the early game missions, especially if the map's like this and it's super long. Because like other units just can't get here in one turn. And enemy phases are like several minutes unless you hide your units properly. Alright, and the defense boost.
Also, the nice thing about using defense boost order is you can't use it on a tank, so you can only exclusively use it on foot soldiers.
Brace up and get ready to defend yourself.
With only Vulcan and Alicia on the field, you can just like use it on Alicia. And
yeah, the menus are really smooth in this game. And even though we defense boost, this mission we're going to take a lot of damage anyway.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
That is a lot. Hopefully you'll be able to survive the part. Might have to do another heal.
Yeah, we're definitely going to 2-heal this. Another little version difference is foot soldiers do more on like PS4, but tanks are really slow, so they tend not to shoot us.
Also, there's a sandstorm, which is like the gimmick of this mission.
Enemy sighted.
Sweating an ocean, complete with a sandy beach.
So low visibility, so it means it's hard to be spotted.
Yeah, it definitely helps with the second half here because we're gonna run past a tank, a shock trooper, and then another shock trooper.
My turn, okay?
Okay, very nice of them. Now we're gonna try to grenade this shock trooper out of the base. They're sometimes uncooperative.
My turn, okay?
Okay.
Now!
Nice.
All done the early game. Next is going to be a very, very long menu about, I think it's like 3 minutes?
Yeah.
We're going to have to do a lot of setup for the next chapter because without it, we're not going to be able to do it. Rather precise.
Yeah, so the next mission is rather infamous in the game. It's probably the point where a lot of players casually would stop playing because the mission is absolutely has a huge unfair difficulty spike, and it's generally not a nice mission to do, really. Even on the speed run, it's not even nice. So
it's probably one of the most frustrating missions in the speedrun. Because we do have a consistent way of doing it, but it's entirely RNG based.
Yeah, and this particular menu here has been the same since like 2015. It's actually a really solid
menus have
menu
been
route.
Consistent for a while now. They've only changed like a teeny bit. It's not the late game.
Yeah, so this menu in particular was thought out by Nitrodon, and it's so that you get the least pop-ups.
Yeah.
But with leveling up and all that. So it's just really nice. So yeah, we got nothing there, which is awesome.
Yeah, because the drill sergeant, like, have to talk like every time we get like an order. But if we get like 3 orders on one level up, then we just only have 1 dialogue. Okay.
It's nice you're able to level up multiple classes at the same time as well.
Yeah, I have to hold my controller a little weird to do that. I have to like hold it sideways, otherwise I can't hold the momentum. Alright. Time for R&D. We're just gonna level up like almost everything. But not this, because we don't want our lances to be too strong. I'm actually gonna get accuracy boost too. Usually don't do that.
Oh, I do. But that's like... I think that's like the strat I thought of, like the only thing I've... Oh, no, there's nothing I contributed to this run, never mind.
Yeah, I got Penetrator in my last practice run, so I was like, I'm gonna just upgrade it in case I get it again. Alright. A few more upgrades for attacks. This is just to get our tank to be more accurate. Mileage may vary though if it's actually effective. And this is important. We need to expand our mortars capacity. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to do the strats.
The other 2 menu items are not that important in the base menu, but they're mainly just for extra stuff and extra orders that you usually can't get because of experience. Anyway,
they're really hard to get.
Anyway, so we're going to deploy a Shock Trooper, Lagerfield and Yoko, and an engineer. And this is basically a setup. We're going to set up in the first couple of turns because we can't really do much, and we're also going to take out the enemies because the enemy turns take a long time in this game. So we're rather shorten them as much as we can because we have no choice but to wait. Also, so the plot right now is Maximilian's in that tank, and I think Silvaria is taking care of the other squad. Silvaria is the Valkyria in the game, and
Roger.
We don't see her much in the game. As he's usually off screen.
Dying time.
Alright, yeah. I think one of the reasons this mission can be a little annoying casually is the enemy phases are really long, especially if you don't do the quick kill.
Nice. So yeah, Alexis just aimed basically for 2 of them at once, and I think she's going to do that again with these 2.
Everybody be careful.
Yep.
And basically that saves on command points and extra turns. Unfortunately, that missed the last one.
Yep. A little hard because we're rather far away and the bullets won't actually start working until we take out the other.
Oh, it hurts.
Little low on HP.
Shooting
time. Alright. Alright, now we're gonna hide our units because
Target silenced. Head for the next one.
we don't want that tank to run us over or to shoot at us.
Leave it to
It was
us.
very strong actually, and it will kill us, and then if it didn't, it would just waste a lot of time. Because there's a whole bunch of machine guns on it,
Leave it to
and
me.
they shoot at us a lot. Alright, time to wait.
Boys.
Aw, Max used an order. He did
Heed my
there's like a
words and no
50-50 chance
victory.
of doing that.
Lose
Yeah,
your
you can do
fire,
that.
men.
So for the next 3
Annihilate
turns.
our enemies.
So you can either get like really lucky here because you just waste 10 seconds every time he does it, or get really unlucky he does it every turn. You especially don't want it on the last turn before you take your movements, otherwise you might have a lot of issues dealing with the
Yeah.
damage that he would put out.
Alright. And skip the other one. They're gonna run over a base, but it's okay because we have some more bases. Maximilian's goal is to run over
Heed my
all of our
words and no
bases, and
victory.
that's how we lose. Oh, we also,
Loose
this
your
is a general
fire,
thing,
men.
if Welcome
Annihilate our
dies,
enemies.
it's game over. So we tend to try to be careful about that.
Mm.
That shouldn't be a problem. Alright, last tutorial box for a little bit. Okay. One more enemy phase. Then we're gonna do a quick kill. Although it might take quite a few minutes. Oh wow, we got 3 orders.
3, so that's pretty unlucky.
Heed my words and no victory. Loose your fire, men. Annihilate our enemies.
So Maximilian's gonna shoot a wall, and that's gonna have the radiators come out. But unlike regular tanks, there's 3 of them. And if we destroy one of the radiators, Maximilian closes them. So then we have to wait until he opens them. So we're just gonna destroy them all at once. So first, we're gonna use an order we got during the menu. Demolition Boost. Increases anti-tank arm damage,
This is an
which
order.
will let us do enough damage. Normally
Destroying the
the
target is your
tank
top
would not hurt
priority.
the radiators at all. So we're gonna use our mortar.
Entering
Yeah, we need to
combat.
aim for a specific rung, otherwise, and damage all the radiators at once.
Fire!
So, yeah, what Alexis is doing is setting up for a sequence break. That you're not meant to take out all 3 radiators at once, but we're going to take out all 3 radiators at once. And
Alright.
nice. And we want to activate Tank Slayer on all our
Nice
all our
knowing you,
Lancers here.
Tank. Return
Lancers are
fire.
mainly anti-tank personnel that destroy tanks.
Yeah, and sometimes we'll get it real quick like that, and then sometimes it
Been
could take a
waiting here.
minute or 2. So we're gonna just run against the tank until we get it.
Are there any weak spots in their defenses?
Oh, this is a different way of doing it.
Yeah, I
Stay
kind of
calm,
forgot
get it
which
done.
way I was
Nice
doing
knowing
it.
you,
This should be
tank.
fine.
Hmm. As long as Largo can just reach the other one.
Yeah,
Advance cautiously.
otherwise would be a bit of a problem. Well, no, we have extra CP.
Been waiting
It's-
here.
So yeah, basically,
Push them
by
back.
moving up and down the ladder, we basically have unlimited attempts at getting Tank Slayer, as opposed to running across the ground and hoping to get
Firing
it
capabilities lost.
without limited
They got my
action
turret.
points or AP.
Keep an eye on the distance between you and them.
Nice knowing you, Tank.
I'm gonna escape here real quick, just in case I mess this up.
Hmm.
Leave it to Aunt Yoko.
Oh yeah, so Yoko has another potential called.
Let's get some work, ladies.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I safety saved. So I know what to do here.
Like move Largo a bit further.
Yeah, we're gonna have to improv this mission a bit. Hopefully it goes okay.
Just watch
I
this.
think you want away from the ladder.
Yeah, no, that's not just it. Oops.
Yeah.
Nice knowing you, Tank!
It's okay. We'll get through it. We're gonna move Largo really far away.
Just watch this.
Then we'll use Yoko. This is usually not how the mission's supposed to go,
Leave it
but
to
it's
Aunt
okay.
Yoko. One order of tank flambe. Yeah.
Please neutralize that oversized tank.
Alright. Anyway, now we're gonna just take out
Leave it
this
to
one.
Aunt Yoko.
You don't want to take it out, you want to get close to taking it out.
I've got a visual here, commencing attack.
Alright, we didn't get controlled on potentials.
Frontline,
That's
return
nice.
One
fire.
order of tank flambe. Yeah.
Because yeah, she can activate another potential that is not the one we want.
Yeah, thankfully it
take
doesn't
care
do
of it.
anything negative. That's what the other unit has.
Yeah, when was it Dallas? Yeah, activate her
Try to
man-hater
keep your
potential.
heads down.
That's a negative potential, which is
One order
a
of tank
debuff as opposed to
flambe.
a buff.
Yeah.
And now that we've finally set up, we can use the A device to do the exact
Here
amount of
we go.
damage it takes for all three radiators to be blown up.
Fire!
Yep. And now, this is sadly not the end of the fate, though,
Yeah.
as there's one more phase. Which usually ends up scaring a lot of people when they play this game for the first time.
Yeah, like if you think this mission could get any more nastier, it does. So basically the game during those little cutscenes show that the Valkyria has arrived and you really don't want to mess with her. So we're not going to mess with her.
Save me some glory.
Instead we're
And
using
it's matters
Field.
with a whole
So-
bunch of stuff.
Yeah, so Field has a chance to activate two
Open
Tank
fire.
Slayer abilities and they actually
Take out a
stack.
tank and I'll be a hero.
So that means he can do a
Take
lot
this.
of damage to destroy this tank. And yeah, not only do you have to take out the radiators of this tank, you have to destroy
Check
it as
me
well.
out.
Yeah,
which
so
is
it's
a
gonna
lot
take
to ask.
usually 5 shots with our Lancer.
Yeah.
What is that giant thing? Return fire!
And yeah, you can hear the Valkyria,
Imperial tank approaching.
Galvaria charging up her shots when Field gets to the top level of that tank. It's just like, oh, that's spooky.
My
Yeah,
legs aren't
thankfully,
listening to me.
she's a little too slow to actually shoot us.
Take out a tank and I'll
But she
be a
would kill
hero.
us in like 2 or 3 shots, because
Take
he's very
this.
scary.
Save me some glory.
Please neutralize that oversized
Alright,
tank.
and now we're gonna have our last usage of an engineering
Take out a
game.
tank and I'll be a
Because
hero.
Lancers have ammo,
Take this.
and unfortunately they are now out of it. But engineers can give other units ammo just by touching them.
Leave it to me.
I'm gonna move her here just so she doesn't shoot alongside with Field, because it's a bit of a slow animation.
Yeah, you can have like partner attacks in this game, and yeah, they
Save me
do
some
more
glory.
damage, but in this case it's useless. So Yeah.
Alright.
Take out a tank and I'll be a hero. Ha! Save me some glory.
Watch out for their return fire.
Take out a tank and I'll be a hero.
Bye-bye, tank.
Ha!
By big tank.
Anyway, they're gonna retreat. We actually had the enemy commander, but he ends up getting away.
Yeah,
Not
I mean,
for the
there's like
mission.
there's like a
Very
cutscene
good.
showing off Silvaria's power. She just like deflects a tank mortar with her lance.
Yeah. Sadly, we never get to see her lance in this game, and because when we do fight her, she doesn't use it.
So this particular mission, so Alicia has sprained her ankle, and we have to get through the forest with just Welcome on foot and Alicia because they're being separated from the group. And if either one of them die, it's game over. So you have to get them through both alive, and it can be a little bit difficult.
Yep, because there's gonna be a scary shock trooper somewhere later in the round.
Yeah, an enemy ace, which
Moving
is like
out.
a really powerful unit. You get
Alright.
bonuses of taking out enemy aces, but they're enemies we generally want to avoid. But in this case, we can't really avoid the enemy ace in this mission.
Enemy sighted.
Yeah, we're just gonna take that scout out because they
Now.
well, when they attack us too, they make the enemy phases a little bit slower. Because we do have to wait for her to grow. It's one of the few missions. That's actually now the only mission
My turn,
that
okay?
is faster on PC compared to PS4.
We're gonna also hide Alicia along that tree there for something special coming up. So the only way to increase
Here we go.
Alicia's AP, what
Gotta love
is to
nature.
use the Panisera plants on her. And usually that requires Alicia and Welcome to be together. In this case, the radius where Alicia and Welcome need to be, they don't need to be close to each other. So when you see the view event, you can like Welcome literally heals Alicia over the wall. So it's quite funny.
Yeah. Let's just get that one. That's the only one we'll be using. I'm gonna like be in a bit of an odd position. Sometimes this can go a little weird. Hopefully the enemy's cooperative though. Alright, we're good. As long as the unit in the bottom right either moves once or doesn't move, we're fine. Oh yeah, they're mortars. They're not good. You don't want to walk in them.
Here we go. Gotta love nature.
So here's the searchlights. We really don't want to get into a lot of them, as it would end up killing Alicia because he's too slow to avoid them.
Hostile
Yeah,
sighted.
and the borders that the Empire fire, they have a really big radius. Anyway, so here's the enemy ace we
Here we go.
can't really avoid, but we can take out
Enemy
his
sighted.
eyes, which is basically that scout over
Gotta
there.
love nature.
So
Now.
now with his eyes taken care of, we can just sit past while taking a little bit of damage, and then we're okay.
Yeah, and thankfully there's that tree there, because without that tree, we would probably die. Let's just avoid
My
most
turn,
of the
okay?
damage from these. And now we're gonna have Alicia go on an adventure.
We get so remember that mine we mentioned earlier? Yeah, we use one to boost ourselves, get extra movement. She's fine though.
Yep. Still heal back a little bit when we end turn. Alright, now we're just gonna walk Alicia through a whole bunch.
Moving out.
She has to avoid the searchlights, but pretty scripted if you do it right.
Enemy sighted.
And she's a little too slow to avoid the ace, but thankfully there's a bunch of grass we can crawl through that's right next door.
Yeah, and because the enemy scout has been taken out, the ace can't
Enemy
really
sighted.
shoot at Alicia without having that sight there.
Survive.
So
Yeah.
Alicia is going to be safe.
Yeah, if
Which
you
is
don't do
why-
that, you like immediately get killed here. And
Yeah.
if, on this mission, if either Alicia or Welkin die, it's game over.
Yeah, it's
But
why we
yeah.
take out that scout.
Alright, this can end turn and then walk them both to the end.
Yeah, so at
Ready
this
to
point we don't
go.
care about mortars. We're just because we're going to end this turn anyway.
Gotta
So,
love
yeah,
nature.
We don't care about the searchlights.
Alright, first we get Welkin there, then Alicia's gonna slowly make her way over.
My turn, okay?
There we go.
And that's the stealth mission done.
Yep. This game has the stealth tag on Twitch, and this mission is why. Alright. This chapter has
yeah.
2 missions.
So the next mission is where we have a bit of a finicky mechanic to deal with, but it's
Yeah.
mostly pretty consistent.
Yeah, so we were separated from our squad, and now we're back.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
we're
first, yeah, Welcome has to get back in the tank.
Alright. Yeah, this mission can be a little scary.
Yeah, so the old strat, we used to promote the scouts to scout elite, but in this strat we don't because it's just faster.
Yeah, we're gonna combine the menu that we would do with a menu in 10.2.
Ready
And
to
doing
go.
that saves like a minute.
Enemy sighted. Enemy
Sadly,
sighted.
it also means we're not
Enemy
gonna do
sighted.
any mine boosts. We used to do
Can
2
you break
mine
through the
boosts
front lines?
in this mission.
Yeah, they can be a bit finicky as well because Welcome can get blasted too far forward and fall
Yeah.
into the river. So,
Yeah, these were like really annoying grenade launches.
Gotta love nature.
So this time we're gonna just avoid the mines.
Try to act as soon as you spot.
I'll pull through.
now Welcome is back in these tanks safely. Although Isara's ready to drive it because he can't drive the tank, he can only aim the reticle, which is really funny.
Yep.
And yeah,
And
this is
speaking
definitely
of
what we
moving,
safety save.
we're gonna be safety saving. There's a random castle wall that's just in the middle of the forest.
And
we
it's
have
pretty
to
durable
destroy
too. Like
Entering
you need
combat.
tank wars to take it out, hence why. Yeah.
Yeah,
not sure if you
nothing
take it
else
out.
can run with it.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you take out with lances, but
I've
take
tried
it down.
badly. You can run it over though with your tank. If you really want to. Time for another safety save.
Yeah, so this is like probably the most, I guess, finicky activation we need. So we want Power Scout to be activated, which means that Wavy has to be spotted by 5 or more enemies in their sightline. And we don't want to get attacked down debuff either. So yeah, there's Power Scout. We need to get activated.
I'll see the enemy exposed.
Golden Hours, we had to hit all 5
Enemy
shots.
sighted.
Unfortunately, we didn't, and we need that shock trooper our base.
Prepare yourself.
So yeah, you're probably going to have to reload that save.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like after you do chapter 7, yeah, most of I think the biggest run kill is probably this mission.
Yeah, this is like super big run killer.
I'll see the enemy exposed.
Yeah, because of how finicky Power Scout can be. Unfortunately, now we hit free now that Power Scout is active, so you can see the difference there.
Yeah, but we still save time over the old strats. You need to like, as long as it's
Your orders,
the retries are faster.
Target silenced. Head for the next one.
And we did it. Alright, on to chapter 9. This one's a little different. It's also like, I think the second fastest in terms of like actual mission time.
Yeah, the unique thing about this mission though is you don't start first, the enemy actually moves first.
Yeah, it's a nice bathroom break if anyone wants to go. But first we're going to deploy a bunch of units, mostly just for CP.
So yeah, the big issue here is that we can't really destroy the enemy vehicle because the princess is in it, and we obviously don't want to kill the princess that's in the tank as well as her captor, so we have to find a different way to stop the tank, which is using shock trooper bullets to stop the engine.
What's really silly is, if I remember correctly, if an enemy Lancer, like, you trick to shoot the APC, it won't count as a Lancer. It will let you clear the mission.
Really, that's funny.
Anyway, we're gonna use Demo Boost because it's an APC, so it's armored.
You can use like another. You can use damage boost, but it's not as effective as demolition boost.
This is an order. Destroying the target is your top priority.
This is also a really good example of how slow tanks are armored vehicles in this version.
Clear as day.
See, the ABC tried to aim at us, but it's just a little too slow.
I'm also very glad that Alex is back.
Yes.
Ready or not?
Okay.
Take this.
And we got it in one round. The hitbox for the weak one on this tank, or ABC rather, is a little finicky. It's one of the good examples of aiming to the right. Because if you get a 2-cycle, it's a little slower, and also scary because the APC will get to damage you again. Our health was good in this attempt though. Alright, time for a long mission. We have to get the tank to the end of the map, and only the tank, which means very long, slow driving mission.
Yeah, but in order to make it a little bit faster, we're going to deploy the rest of the units that have a command point, which is Alicia, Rosie, and Largo, so they can give the tank more chances to move. So yeah, so the A device takes like 2 command points to move as opposed to 1. So it takes up a serious chunk of that bar at the top for each turn.
Yeah. And there's also a lot of RNG in this mission, because The entire mission is just moving the tank forward and
Enemy
killing
sighted.
enemies to make the turns go faster. And the tank is rather inaccurate.
Yeah.
All troops advance.
Alright, there's one.
Fire!
If the enemies live, they'll attempt to run to our base, but our units we leave
combat.
back there will stop them, so they will not give us a game over.
Gotta love nature.
That's
Oh,
good.
didn't aim quite for his head, I think.
Here we go. Now.
One more unit. There's a shock trooper that's the other side of the map.
Surprise.
And we're gonna use a mortar.
Here we go.
And there.
Gotta love nature.
Yeah. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, the reason you want to deploy a bunch of units is so we have extra CP, so we can afford for welcome to miss and stuff.
Miss and have extra movement towards the end as well.
Yeah. Alright. Turn 2. There's searchlights again, and
Here we go.
we're in a tank, which makes it a little hard to avoid, but we should be able to avoid this one.
Enemy sighted.
Yeah, it's also really funny that a commanding officer just warns us about them, but we're in the tank, so we should be
Rover's
fine.
down. You'll only panic.
Alright, and we hit a tank that's across the map. It's not a big deal if it misses, but it makes it a little faster if we get that first hit.
Here we go.
Yeah, also the tank is invisible from our
Hostile
sight because we're
sighted.
not supposed to hit it from
Enemy
there,
sighted.
but
Yeah.
enemy tanks have broken this rule before,
Tighten
so
all
why not
perimeters.
ourselves?
Alright, and we went for a double kill there with the mortar.
Now.
Just to save a little time. They can dodge mortars, by the way. Which is a little weird. Hopefully they didn't
Beat the
dodge
game.
that.
Here we
I'm gonna
go.
move my tank. I'm
Hostile
trying to
sighted.
position my tank in a way that I won't be seen by this Lancer.
Yeah,
Now.
there's like a lance on the other side of the bridge that can spot you and will fire at you if he
Entering
spots you.
combat.
So, yeah.
We'll see. Okay, that was a good turn.
Good work. Keep
Okay. We avoided the Lancer.
Usually it's just a giant waste of time because he hits the railing instead of the
Yeah.
tank because the railing protects it. It's quite funny.
Entering combat.
So in this turn, we're gonna have to take out the Lancer that we mentioned, as well as another one. Because if we were to leave them, they would end up killing us. And we do need 4 turns.
Enemy
so-
sighted.
Nice.
Yeah, Welkin Zane can be a bit finicky there, so thank goodness.
You're doing well.
Now we're gonna knock
we
out
go.
this hidden Lancer.
Yeah, so when you're in the grass and when you're
Enemy
crouching
sighted.
in the grass,
Hostile sighted.
foot soldiers tend to take less damage.
Yep. And we want to go in weird, but it's important that I shoot that tank first before I shoot the
Here
Lancer.
we go.
Because if you don't, bad things happen.
Now.
Yeah, and obviously you want to take the Lancer out, otherwise the Lancer will just go up behind you and
Without
just
surprise.
murder you. So,
Yeah.
it's not fun.
And even though we're in sight lines, for some reason if you attack the enemies in that order, and only that order, the tank doesn't see you. It's really weird, and I'm
Entering
not sure
combat.
why it works, but it's important to know.
Gotta love nature.
If you
Enemy sighted.
shoot the Lancer
Enemy
first, so
sighted.
the second Lancer, and then the tank third, tank will
Hostile
see you
sighted.
when you game over.
Fire.
I think you just take a lot of damage, so
Entering combat.
Yeah, if they're accurate. There's a lots of guys shooting us. Alright, Lancer was nice.
yeah,
Just keep up this pace.
he fell the right direction.
Those poor
Sometimes Lancers fall off cliffs and you have to wait for them to
we
respawn
go.
back up, which is really annoying.
Yep. And we got there in 3 actions on that turn. It's one of the reasons the position is a little important, aside from hiding the tank from the enemy phase, is we want to be able to get there in less actions.
Yeah. So we have a big menu upcoming, just mainly leveling up units.
Excuse me. Yeah, this is the reason that we save a lot in 18.2 with the new routes. Because we combine the 8.2 and 10.2 menu into this. And it's going to be really cool in the next turn. We're going to get all 3 orders and skip a bunch of cutscenes. Alright. We're going to be going to 12.8.8, so it's a little long. Alright, now our scouts are elites. I'll let them have a grenade launcher as well as some more movement in HP. Alright, 1. We're doing that for what are called caution.
Yeah, and caution
along with defense boost is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, caution's basically a better defense boost.
And thankfully it can stack with it, so we can get a really defensive unit. Alright, time for 10-2. We have to destroy an armored train.
However, we had to take out 2 bombs. We don't that take out the tracks underneath the train.
Yep. And this is going to be the start of us using Alicia a lot. The next couple missions are kind of harsh sometimes, and they all involve Alicia. Although this one, Alicia's not the problem.
She definitely is not the problem in this mission.
Alright, so we're going to be doing this one in 2 turns, so first we have to get Alicia in mostly position. Because this map is really, really long, and it's not possible to 1 turn with what we have.
I've got a visual here, commencing attack.
So we're going to heal, just for safety.
Yeah, if you're under 287 HP, you can get one shot by the tank that's across there if it gets a lucky hit on you.
Yep. So we're gonna go into this rock and go here. Then we're gonna end turn.
Take back 1,000, soldiers.
So the enemy's gonna do 3 things. They're gonna vroom this tank forward a little bit. A shock trooper is gonna walk forward, and then a tank's gonna try to snipe Elisa. Tank is usually not so useful.
Yeah, if you get hit by that tank, you can get shot by the lance behind you, and then it's not nice.
Well, she didn't dodge, but
the tank was a bad shot.
Yeah.
That was a little bit scary, though.
Yeah. It's a little scary when she doesn't dodge, but the tank is very far away. So I guess it's the same aiming as what we have. Speaking of far away, there's a bridge that's across the map. And we're gonna try to shoot at the tank.
Yeah, so basically the tank's gonna be a sniper. We have a 3 pixel window to shoot this
enemy sighted.
Makeshift bridge.
Alright.
And if we take too many shots, we're gonna do a safety save. We'll do a safety save now.
Yep, so we're gonna have 3 more shots and then we'll have to reload. Hopefully the weapon's a little better than that.
Entering combat. Here we go.
Alright, 1 more weapon.
Here we go.
Yay!
Right. You don't have to reload. That's nice.
That's happened in, I think, every practice run that I've done. Huggins made me wait to the last shot. At least he gets it. Alright, anyway, the enemy decides to go and activate this elevator, which is important because now we can get to the end. But first, we're gonna have to buff Alicia up a lot. We're gonna use both Defense Boost and Caution, because we get shot at a lot on this turn.
This is an order.
Ellie should be fine though.
Brace up and get ready to
She
defend
has
yourself.
all the help.
This is an order. Advance with
Alright,
caution.
and yeah, this
Stay
is why it
sharp.
has to take 2 turns, is because, we're barely gonna get there
My
with
turn, okay?
even all this movement, because it's really far away.
Yeah, each time you move a unit consecutively, you lose like around half their AP.
Gunnery.
So, yeah, you can't. So it like it's supposed to like de-incentivizes you to use a unit multiple times in a row. But because
Yeah.
Alicia has so much movement anyway, you can just like move her a lot. Oh,
Yeah.
not half, a quarter. That's
My
right.
turn,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little less.
Enemy unit
Alright,
spotted.
now we have to hit this elevator. Then one more, we're gonna shoot a bomb. That will destroy the armor truck.
My turn, okay?
Alright, nice. There goes the train.
Now!
Very long cutscene of the train dying.
They literally like rip off James Bond with some of the lines here too.
Bye bye, train. Okay. Onwards to chapter 11. Excuse me. So we're gonna have to do another HQ trip. It's a little weird because we just did one in N2, but we won't be able to get the armor upgrade that we need for this in N2 because it's not unlocked. Because upgrades in this game unlock as you progress in the story, and we're gonna need a lot of armor upgrades for the next mission.
There's also, we just got Zaka as well, and he's like the other, he uses another but smaller tank. And we're basically going to change up his main weapon to machine guns, and that's going to be really important for the final mission of the game. And in chapter 15 too. I almost forgot about chapter 15.
Yes. It's just kind of convenient. You technically only need to get the armor upgrades for this particular mission, but since I'm already here, I will do this. Alright, on to chapter 11 now. Has a bit of a long setup, but the mission's gonna be super quick when we get there.
And it's probably also the funniest mission in the speedrun as well.
Yeah. It's gonna be really silly. We're gonna use defensive borders and get shot at a lot.
Clear out the Imperial shoreline defenses.
And when
Squad
we
7,
shot
move
by a
out!
lot, we really mean a lot in this particular mission. Like, this mission is... Yeah, it definitely stands out as being shot at a lot.
Alright, so first, this is gonna be 2 turns because this is a long distance. First time we're just gonna move Alicia a little
Moving
bit.
out.
There's
Yeah,
these things that are gonna do a lot of damage, but we can avoid them with their blind spots.
Enemy sighted.
Then we
Yeah.
have Parker right
Does it seem
here.
like you can break
Yeah,
through?
she can get shot by those Gatling guns and they do
Enemy
a lot of
unit
damage.
spotted.
And they want you to use the smoke bomb, which we just got, but yeah, we don't need to use it, as you can see.
Now we're gonna use defense boost and caution again.
This is an order! Brace up and get ready to defend yourself!
And then we get shot out a bunch. Good thing I used the right orders. Whenever I haven't played in a while, sometimes I use like damage boost here. Which would be really unfortunate.
Stay sharp!
Okay.
Moving out! Enemy unit spotted! Enemy sighted! Enemy unit spotted! Enemy sighted!
There's a lot of sightlines coming on Felicia's head.
Enemy unit spotted!
Just stay calm and get it done.
Enemy unit spotted!
Yeah, and you avoid that
Enemy
landmine too.
sighted.
You
Enemy
dive
unit
from it.
spotted!
Fortunately, no first aid skill activation there, but
And lots and lots of damage. We're probably gonna do this a little slow. Kinda always a lot of damage, it seems.
My turn, okay?
Wait.
oh, nice.
Can't beat the smell of fresh soil. Enemy sighted!
Well,
I'm
that
taking
helped.
extra special care.
Now it's a little better. Well, let's see. We have to sneak past these things again. Okay, wow, they were really cooperative.
Yeah, I mean, it helps a lot when you get the first aid boost
Enemy
as well,
unit
because
spotted.
you're just at max HP, so...
Alright, time to safety save, because we're going to be doing a grenade launch. This is what we got for getting our scouts to elite. Basically just lets us launch
Moving
grenades a little further.
And ideally you want to get the shock trooper out of the base, and
Alright.
or...
They teleport it. That's okay.
Yeah, there is a backup that Alexis is probably going to use.
Enemy sighted!
And, yeah, see that yeah. He's just going to get taken out by his friend.
Together in
Yep.
one spot.
Yeah, that was really fast because I got the defense down
Concentrate
from
your
the
fire.
shock trooper.
Right, that shock trooper does lower your defense.
This is an
Yeah, and we
order!
accidentally were shooting at the scout along with the tank.
Attack with everything you've got!
And you have to use attack boost for the backup.
My turn, okay?
As we get attack down, so we can't just go and kill them.
Yeah, we'll take more than 5 headshots to kill that soldier, so yeah.
Alright. Anyway, time for chapter 12. This one's really short.
Yeah, we're going back to our hometown brawl to finally liberate it from the stuff from the tutorial. So
Yep,
yeah.
This is like the chapter 1 and 2 map.
Yeah, combined basically. So it's pretty cool. You finally get the full map in the end.
Yep. And we're gonna use Alicia again, and this is kind of like chapter 6. It's a straight shot to the end.
Yeah, so we're using 2 different
We're taking back our homies! Squad 7, move out!
So we're gonna use, 2 orders, defense boost, then demo boost, because we're gonna be facing an armored unit.
This is an order!
Soon.
Brace up and get ready to defend yourself! This is an order! Destroying the target is your top priority!
My turn, okay? Enemy sighted! Enemy unit spotted! Enemy sighted!
Alright, so it's a little scary of an enemy that turret there and do a lot of damage.
Enemy unit spotted!
It's one of the bigger reasons we need defense boost.
Moving out!
Now there's
Enemy
this
unit
ace unit, which normally they dodge like everything.
Enemy unit
Because
spotted!
they're a sniper, they won't turn around, so we can just grenade them like this.
Well, they won't even counterattack because they are a sniper.
Yeah. And then this is why we use demo boosts, because the weak spot to an anti tank turret, or heavy AD rather, is their soldier.
Now.
Alright.
You're doing well.
That's chapter 12. It's a little bit of a short one. The only thing that can go bad is similar to how 11, the enemy teleported back into the base. That could theoretically have happened in 12, but we got lucky. Alright. And for a big mission, we're going to be going to a big trench, and we have to clear a base. That's a little tricky because we're not going to be able to use orders during this mission. Because Vulcan is scared of a rocket barrage, and he can't get into the tank until we stop it.
Yeah, so one of the unique things about this next mission is that you don't start with Vulcan on the map, so that means you can't use orders. So Alicia has to go through this field without any orders until Vulcan is back on the map where she has to capture the main base, which is on the other side.
Yep. So it's going to be a little bit scary on damage when we get later on, because this would normally be a map we would defense boost for, but we don't have access to it.
Enemy unit spotted.
That's a some damage to my health.
Stop the enemy from breaking through.
We're gonna have enough health that will be at full when we end turn, because this mission is going to take 2 turns.
Those trenches can be extremely useful.
Alright.
Moving out.
And we also want to take out the shock trooper down here, because this shock trooper is rather deadly if we keep him alive.
Enemy unit spotted.
We run past them on this difficulty, or rather category, but we're dead. Thankfully, we can sneak around them. They can't shoot back at you if they were to dodge, by the way, because they'll instead shoot the wall if we're on the right position. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna save, because we have to do something a little scary.
Yeah, this shot you definitely need a safety save for, because it is basically a blind shot into the enemy base. And the idea is to get both of them out.
Yeah, we switched to Ragnarok so we can use it for aiming. Alright, we gotta dodge. That's unfortunate. Enemies can dodge as long as either we're in front or to the side of them, and sadly where the grenade lands is just to the side of both enemies.
Which I guess is why it's possible for either of them to dodge.
Moving out. Enemy sighted.
Even though they can't see you.
Yep. The actual position we do is kind of weird. But obviously we're never going to be able to see it in this category. We have to go to the wall because we're going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Enemy sighted.
As I mentioned earlier, shock troopers do a lot of damage to you, so yeah.
Yeah, and by going to the wall, the shock trooper on the right will look in the direction from where we grenade it from, so he won't see you when we're moving across. Because as you can see with our HP, otherwise we would be dead if 2 shock troopers were shooting at us. Alright, we're gonna enter in here, and now we're gonna demo boost, because Alicia's gonna destroy a tank.
This is an order! Destroying the target is your top priority!
I'll survive.
And this is gonna be a tank that's too slow to turn on PS4.
Yeah,
they're gonna try their best.
Yeah, if we were playing on PC, this tank would rotate faster and maybe get a couple of shots in, which is a bit scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alicia just took down a tank with a rifle and captured the base. If enemies died in that base, by the way, there'll be like an extra enemy in that base. So
Yeah.
because the
Oh.
enemy cap was reached on this map, that's why no extra enemies are spawned.
Yep. And as long as we don't, if the backup, if the unit on the left were to dodge, we can do a little different of a strat, because it's okay if they see us, because they're going to see us anyway, but since it was the one on the right, we had to run in. Anyway, last long HQ of the game. We're gonna get our shock troopers, to elite, and then our snipers to 15, so we can get in order. This event's 11 again.
Go! Up. Look.
Wait, we don't hit that. That might be bad.
Go.
I think that was bad, so we're gonna have to relay the save.
What happened? Sorry.
I accidentally leveled up shock troopers to 12. It's not big. We'll have to do things a teeny bit different. Stay to sleep for this run. Not bad. Well. Alright. Thankfully, I have backup saves for everything.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. So on PS4, you have we're in the mission.
Yeah.
In case you ever saved before that.
Just watch this.
Yeah. It's not a big deal.
Alright.
You jokers still alright?
Anyway, now we're in the mission. Bit of a rush to it because of the menu problem, but we were gonna get T-Mag 10 for our shock troopers because it allows us to do more damage because it has really a lot of ammo. And basically, the more shots you do, we can stack them in orders, and it's gonna do a lot in late game. So anyway, Alicia is now a Valkyrie.
Imperial defenses are finally weakening.
Y'all still with me?
And yeah, the reason the menu is really important is getting snipers to 15 gets us an order called penetration, and it's basically required for all late game missions, so it's really important to have it.
Also, that's why we need the armor on Vulcan, otherwise he wouldn't have survived those shots. Oh yeah, we're not in control of Alicia here. Like, the AI is mainly control for her, and she does the save movements anyway.
Yeah, we can still move the camera and it can be fun. We'll make the Alicia gun circles.
Yeah, so what Valkyries are, they're really powerful warriors in the field. They're basically invincible to anything but themselves, I think. And then, yeah, so...
In a cutscene, Alicia defeated the enemy Valkyria Solaria. He was also in Chapter 13, but kinda don't notice her.
Yeah, we don't really bother with her at all.
Anyway, there's gonna be some tanks that spawn. Since we know the positions that they're spawning in, we're gonna go and ambush them.
This is an order.
It's supposed to be like a trick. We're gonna get this
Destroying
space,
the target is your top priority.
They're gonna spawn a bunch of tanks, but we're already ready for it.
This is an order! Aim for where their protection is weakest!
I'm on my way.
Alright. We're gonna capture the base.
And we have like an unscripted cutscene.
Yeah, for some reason Alicia gets tired and she can't use her Valkyrie powers anymore. So she's gonna faint. Alright. So now the tanks spawn. These tanks have really high defense, which is why we need to be in position for them.
Yeah, they're also incredibly annoying. If you're playing this mission, like, normally, they like spread fire around the field, and it's just...
Yeah, and
really...
they both come with like a bunch of reinforcements on both sides.
Yeah, that too, and there's a lot of reinforcements as well, and they keep on spawning too, I think.
I'm on my way.
Damn it, I'm under fire.
So we're gonna use 3 rounds to take out this tank with the scout. Get a little bit of damage before we can get to the radiator in the back. Then that'll be 2 rounds.
I'm on my way. I do hope this won't stain. For Galia! You'll not harm my people.
Okay. There's one tank.
You won't hit me. For Galia!
And then the next one is why we leave Fargo in position. Since he doesn't have any orders,
Your orders, sir.
He's gonna have to go and do all the shots on the radiator. Oh, that's good.
Just watch this.
We get Tank Slayer, we'll get to do this in 2 cycles instead of 3.
Boom!
Wow, we actually got it twice.
Been waiting here. Nice knowing you, tank! Yeah!
Alright, that was a bit of a bad board game, but there.
And next we get a whole page of plot. So, yeah, basically you find out who shot Alicia, and activated her Valkyria powers in the process. And we found out it's one of Welkin's friends. So yeah, there's a lot
there's
about
like
that.
a big scene, they get mad at each other, and I think he goes to prison. Anyway, we now have Alicia back, so we're gonna use her for the last time, which is Team 1.
Yeah, so this is the thing I accidentally discovered for the speedrun.
Yeah, we're gonna do a special position for the smoke round to manipulate the AI to do nothing. It saves quite a bit of time, because they used to not be very cooperative.
But yeah, now they barely move. So
entering combat.
Yeah, if the positioning is correct, they will barely move and not approach the tanks.
Now.
Moving out.
Alright, and we have to use the smoke round not just to prevent them from moving, but also to avoid that turret, because they do a lot of damage if they were to hit us.
Squad 7, forward march!
Enemy unit spotted!
Yeah, since we don't defense boost up, I think Alicia would die from it, so... Yeah, just gonna hide in the grass to make the enemy turn faster.
Please continue your advance.
Yep, and then the AI should hopefully do nothing, and then we'll just get turned back. Okay. So we're gonna use caution, and then that should be all the orders we need for this mission.
This is an order! Advance with caution. Stay sharp.
Moving out.
You have to be careful to leave Alicia in a spot for this
Lancers,
patch
keep an eye
of
on your
dark,
ammo.
or otherwise we'll get a cutscene
Enemy
about
sighted.
ladders.
Yeah. We get taught about
Here and now.
how
Enemy sighted.
how gravity affects the bullet
Moving
damage.
out.
Or something like
Can't
that.
beat the smell of fresh soil.
Yeah, that's a bit of damage. I'm gonna heal. Once I go over these sandbags, I'm gonna take a lot of damage. Well, most of the time. That was actually, like, not much at all.
They have stormtrooper aim this time. Oh god, maybe not. As soon as I said that.
Yeah, I ended up picking it up towards the end. Turned out well. We're once again gonna blow up a train, but this time it's intentional. We're gonna run a train over through their door so we can get in.
Yeah, basically like Macbeth and Star Fox, except the not a huge, well, a much bigger explosion in Star Fox.
Alright, now we're gonna finally see Salvaria.
Yeah, but she's not in Valkyria form because Alicia did beat her in Valkyria form, so in her words that she would fight you as a woman.
Yeah, so she's not gonna use it for this fight, so she just has a really powerful machine gun that would basically instant kill
Take out their
any
commander and
foot
claim
soldier if
Gearlandio.
they were in range of it.
Squad 7, move out!
But we're not gonna use them, we're gonna use the Shamrock we got earlier. First, we're gonna use a smoke round.
Here we go!
Very important to do that, because
Fire!
otherwise, she dodges everything that comes from the front. But this will allow us to avoid that.
Way ahead of you.
Yeah, so we go out of the smoke and dip back in, just so she doesn't see us.
Fly!
And if she's still alive, you have to do that again.
Yeah. I do this without attack boost, so it's a little less likely
Leave it
to
to
go
me.
one cycle. I'm aiming for a sleeve. She survived again. It's okay.
Fire!
Way ahead of you.
There we go.
Take it down.
Fire!
Yeah, as long as we dip in and out of the smoke round, she will not be able to attack us.
Yeah, the intentional way to taking out Salvaria when you're playing this game normally is you use two snipers and you basically do it like a sniper relay. So one sniper attacks the back of her head and then the other one attacks the back of her head from the other side. Yeah.
Yeah. As long as the back attacks, you can't dodge.
Yeah. It's a bit silly, but that's like, yeah, how it works. Anyway, so this mission is like a huge auto-scroller with some finicky aiming from Welpen.
Yep, this mission we just need Welkin to live, so we're not going to
divert that
deploy
monster
anyone
away
else.
from the capital.
And we're just going to
Squad
have
7,
Welkin move
move
forward
out.
for about 8 minutes or so.
Yeah, so normally in this mission, there's no camp, so if anyone were to fall that's not
Here we go.
one of the main characters, they die. So,
Now!
yeah, it's pretty nasty.
Yep, and we're going to hide and smoke basically every turn here just to make the enemy phases go faster.
Please don't let it reach Rangreave.
Or Saka. But he'll be fine. Okay.
He's gonna be fine despite being run over by a tank. Or a really huge tank.
Yeah,
it's more like a
it's
battleship,
very
but
big.
yeah.
Okay. So we gotta make the
Entering
tank follow
combat.
us because we're trying to get it to go into the landmine field. So we're gonna shoot these crates in order to make it go the way that we want us to. Okay. I can miss the first one.
Fire!
That's okay.
Here we go.
Alright. Okay, I know.
Fire!
Got a bit of bad luck there, so I'm gonna have to do this to save strats.
While backing each other up.
Here we go.
Alright, there's one. And now we're gonna have to safety save again because we need to use our last action to hide and smoke.
Yeah, always enemy turn would take a while and these enemies will be super indecisive about what to do.
Here we go.
So sadly, we're gonna have to wait until offense. I'm gonna have to reload.
Entering combat.
Yeah, Welcome's not being really
Now!
cooperative this time around. Again, he really is the antagonist of this plot.
Here we go.
I'll get him eventually.
Fire! Entering combat. Now! Entering
There
combat.
we go, Welcome. Yeah, this is one of the, well, nowadays there's a lot more run killers, but for a long time this was like the last run killer in the routes.
Entering combat.
Now we can smoke around and move forward.
Now!
Surprisingly, only a little bit of your tank needs to be in that smoke round. Like, you can still expose your back and the tank will still be counted as being within that smoke round.
Yep. And the Ramota is going to launch mortars at us every single turn. This is going to take 9 turns. Alright, anyway, the next 2 turns we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna destroy
Entering
these
combat.
tank barricades, and then, use a smoke round.
Yeah, the safe way to take out the tank barriers is to use a mortar
Lancer,
because
please keep track of-
they're gonna hit the
Yeah.
barriers no matter what. But using the cannon is a bit faster.
Yep.
Entering combat.
And as we can see earlier, Vulcan can, miss a
Fire!
lot. Yes, missed quite a bit this run.
Keep your distance.
Ah, we got a tree. Sometimes if the mortars hit the trees, the game will slow down quite a bit. And that's confirming that we did in fact the crates, so now the Marmota is following us.
Yeah, there's other crates
Entering
as
combat.
well, but
Enemy
the
damage
problem
minimal.
is they only really slow down the tank and it doesn't
Hostile
really,
sighted.
yeah, doesn't make it go speedy.
Fire!
Alright. So now we're gonna use the smoke rounds.
Don't give them time to think.
Should be the final smoke round we use for this mission.
Entering
Yep.
combat.
Because the next turn we're gonna shoot another pair of crates. And
Fire!
unlike the last ones, we're very close, so Vulcan shouldn't miss these
We
ones as
absolutely
much.
can't allow them to reach Rangries.
Alright. Time for crates round 2.
Here we go. Gotta love nature.
The sheer size
Alright,
of it.
that one's the easy one. The next one
Now!
Vulcan has a chance to miss.
Yeah, sometimes he can hit the tree, which is really annoying.
Alright, we're gonna move to this spot here just to
Here we
help.
go.
Because we don't want the enemies to see us. They won't be able to do anything, but they might shuffle around
Now!
for like a really long time if they see us. But if you get the right spot, they shouldn't be able to see you.
And hopefully, if everything's done well, done right, we just wait really until the mission ends. So it'll be a good time for donations if there are any.
No donations, but I can make a quick plug for Speedrun Ragnarok merchandise. You can throw ! shirts in the chat. I get links to our bonfire page where you can buy a huge variety of super cute garments with the Speedrun Ragnarok logo in all kinds of different colors. Feel free to check it out.
Alright. Few more turns to skip. Because now we're just waiting for the Marmota to get to the end. You can see that it has a face painted on it. It's a little silly.
Intimidating.
Alright. Few more martyrs, and then we're gonna get to the final phase. Now for a bunch of faster missions. Especially the next one. Only a few more chapters to go. Well, 2 more chapters, but 3 missions.
Yeah, because the last chapter is separated in 2 parts.
So now we're gonna face the tank that we just ignored in chapter 5.
Yeah, and we're gonna be on the map from chapter 4, so...
Yeah, but it's daytime, so it looks really different.
Our target is Jaeger's tank. Stay sharp, Sevens. Squad 7, move out.
Oh yeah, he claims that he's like tank is like invincible and all that stuff and get through my defenses. But we'll be able to do that quite easily with help from a few orders. Also,
This is an order.
this save file has Kevin apparently.
Yeah.
So,
Destroying the target is your
Well,
top
he's Kevin
priority.
for a little bit. Kevin is actually the optimal unit for this, but we're not going to be doing the strats
This is
that
an order.
makes him optimal.
Aim for where their protection is
Because that
weakest.
is not Marathon safe.
Roger that. I see an enemy. Found an enemy. I see an enemy.
Alright, and this is why we need to
Enemy
get
tank headed your
penetration and T-Mag 10. Because without it, we won't be able to take one
Found
of
an
the
enemy.
couple bosses.
Found an enemy. I can do that.
So we're just gonna go and shoot the tank 3 times, and then we will. And thankfully, we can outrange the tank because otherwise they would kill us very quickly.
Kevin claims that the tank is still untouched even though we damaged his treads.
I can do that.
Alright, and it looks dangerous for that shot, but it's usually consistent.
And that's chapter 17.
Yep. 2 more maps to go. But sadly, we're gonna have to do the very slow 18 one.
Yeah, so for the longest time we thought that the PC version was the fastest version of the game, and that was because of how long the chapter 18.1 enemy turn is. But yeah, it turns out the PS4 version is actually the fastest because it has shorter loads, even with a even if your PC has an SSD and you use a SSD to load up the game.
Yeah.
So it's a bit weird.
There's a way to avoid the enemy phase for this, but it is, we're not gonna do that here, because it's very RNG dependent. We'll have to watch the enemy turn.
Our target is the Marmota. Sink it at all costs. Squad 7, move out.
Alright. So this is gonna be, 2 turns. So first we're just gonna be setting up. We need a lot of CP to do the, strat. So we're gonna be using a lot of orders. So there's some damage plating because Alicia attacked Marmota in her Valkyria form in chapter 16. And we use that in order to go and damage the Marmota. And now we're gonna hide this round.
I think you're going to shoot a smoke bomb on Alicia, or...
Yeah, either one is fine. Then we're gonna hide our tank because there's a lot of enemies in this mission. Alright, time for a minute of this. Because the AI is gonna move every single enemy. but thankfully they shouldn't be able to see us or capture our base, because we do not have any enemies in our base. Or any units in our base, rather. Alright, one more. And then that's should be it. They're gonna have an animation where the Marmota prepares for an attack. Then we get to play the game.
Yeah, so once again we use the demo boost and penetration orders
This is an order.
on Kevin again, and he should be able to take
Destroying the
care
target
of
is your top
pretty much the
priority.
rest of the chapter.
Yep. So we made
This
a
is an
path with our tank, and then we can
Aim
get
for
up
where their
close.
protection is weakest.
This actually is kind of silly, but I learned recently it's slightly faster to not use that sandbag. Take a second.
And also you can get caught on that bit.
Don't stray too far from the squad.
Yeah. You can be really finicky sometimes. Alright, so we can go up ladder.
Roger that.
And go up another ladder. We're gonna gotta take these out.
Found an enemy.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Added it.
Yeah, that can happen. If you aim like precisely right, you can take them both
Roger
out.
that.
But right now it's best to take them both out individually. Otherwise, you won't have enough command points to complete the mission.
Yeah, because basically the idea is to get like a teeny bit of the circle in both of them,
Roger
but
that.
that also could mean that I can miss.
I feel better.
Alright, and we gotta take out those heat sinks, because it will destroy the shield. Now we have to take out Big Lance. We're just gonna
Your
point
orders,
at
sir?
and shoot 3 times.
Roger that. I see an enemy.
Yeah, if you
This is
activate
very
Metalhead, though, his ability Metalhead, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
do slightly more damage, and maybe you can take it out 2 rounds, but it takes like an astronomical amount of
I can
luck
do
for
that.
that to happen.
Yep.
So
We did see one metalhead, but that was when we were taking out the heat sinks. Oh, there's another one.
I can do that. I feel better.
Hit, hit, hit!
Alright, we're gonna go for HQ for this one. Normally it's not necessary, but it's rather risky. Do the T-Mag can kill. Because we have a lot less bullets.
Come.
Alright, time for the final mission. Alright. So we're gonna fight Maximilian. He's turned himself into a Valkyria. And
This is our
he's very
final operation.
powerful.
Let's end this war. Squad
We're
7,
gonna have to
He's
take
more of
out
an
the
artificial
towers.
Valkyria
Yeah.
because he
We have
needs
to
those
take
towers to power him up.
And basically, once we take those out, we'll be able to kill Maximilian. But we also have to like not kill him too fast to avoid his second phase, because that wastes a lot of time. Alright, so first we're gonna use penetration on a shock trooper.
this is an order. Aim for where their protection is weakest.
And that will let us take out the towers because they are armored. But penetration will avoid their defense.
You animals!
Now we're gonna wait because Maximilian is scary.
Good work. Keep
If
it
we
up.
wait there though, we can move when we're loading.
Alright, you kids, follow me!
Don't go out alone. Back each other.
I can do that.
Alright. Next tower. We're gonna have a team attack, which is actually the first time we do this. It's a lot in this mission. So we can have the penetration unit shoot.
Your
Yeah, just
orders,
instantly
sir?
takes out the tower.
Alright. And make a save. Because we have to go and take out the final tower. Let's see, so let's see if Vulcan's nice. Before we use a sniper, since we have to save anyway.
Here we go.
Thanks, Vulcan.
Now.
Normally we're supposed to use a
Leave it
sniper
to
for
me.
that. But I just wanted to see if Vulcan would be cooperative after not being cooperative all around. Turns out he was. Anyway, time is coming up very soon. Just gonna use one last water.
This is an order. I want you to fire every bullet you've got.
And then time is when Maximilian is dead.
Way ahead of you.
Time.
Back up right here!
Alright.
GG, amazing work.
Thank you. Sorry if I seemed a bit out of it. I'm a little bit sick for this one.
No, I couldn't even tell. It was really enjoyable. Thanks for showing off this really cool game. You guys are really knowledgeable about it.
Thank
The
you.
25th day of
Yeah,
October.
I think I've been running it
1935.
since 2017, I think, and Alexis
The
has
death of
run it since
Maximilian,
2018,
commander of the
right?
Empire's invasion of Galia,
Alright, yeah.
paved the way for
So-
truce
That's super cool.
between the two nations.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first game I more or less
After 7
speedran a lot.
tumultuous months at war, Gallians everywhere looked forward to a time of hard-won peace. Squad 7 of the Gallian militia disbanded shortly after the conflict's conclusion.
Yeah,
That's
if you
so
want to get
wonderful.
involved,
And its members
sorry,
began
if you
Go
want to get
ahead. No,
involved,
please.
each
yeah,
following
if you want to get
his or
involved
her
in
own
Valkyria
path.
Chronicles speedrunning, like all the games have been like speedrun
here,
except for
At the end of
the
their
one we
long
don't talk
struggle,
about. You can join the
2
Valkyria
minutes.
Chronicles speedrunning Discord. We should have the Hans face for that. And yeah, it's a pretty chill community. So yeah, and all the
Alright.
Valkyria Chronicles speedruns should be listed there in case you want to speedrun one game or multiple Valkyria games.
Yep. There's lots of different ones. A lot of the games are really different from this run. This run's a little bit different because this game is the first and it doesn't have a lot of options compared to some of the later games in the series.
Yeah, each Valkyria game is different and it's really nice. Although I've only ran this one.
Yeah. This is the one I've run the most. I've run the other ones a little less.
Really, really awesome. Thank you, Alexis. Amazing job again on the run, and Aeon, thanks so much for hanging out on the
Yeah.
couch.
Thank you for having me. I had fun with run.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Of course. We are just getting some setup ready for the next run. In the meantime, I will remind everyone, of course, that you're watching Speedrun Ragnarok, and in our 2021 edition of the marathon, we are once again supporting Take This, which is a mental health nonprofit whose main mission is to inform the gaming community about mental health issues, provide education on different disorders and prevention techniques, and reduce the overall stigma around mental illness. You can learn more at takethis.org, and you can directly support Take This with !donate in the chat. All the donations that we receive go directly to supporting Take This and their mission, and your support is so much appreciated.
Mr. G! You gotta take us bug hunting again soon, okay?
You bet. You know, I think you're ready for my top secret hunting spot.
Yippee! Thank you! We'll see you tomorrow!
Yep. Go right along home now.
Welcome, Gunther. After the war, he returned to his studies. Many had thought the Gallian hero would rise to further fame, but Welkin had something else in mind. He returned to Brule, there to realize his long-held dream of becoming a teacher. On weekends, he's often seen taking his students out on nature hikes. His is a peaceful civilian life, and he would have it no other way.
Thank you for choosing Alicia's.
Hey, honey. How's business today?
Hey! Hey, you. What a surprise. Guess what? So I started selling the smoked cheese bread today, and everybody loves it.
Of course. Told you that bread was great. Guess everyone in town agrees with me.
Yeah.
Alicia Gunther. Trading in her rifle for a rolling pin, Alicia trained around the clock to pursue her dream. After many long months, she received her national certification as baker. On the same day, she married her sweetheart, Welkin Gunther. Together, the two opened Alicia's Bakery. It didn't take long for word to spread about her delicious creations. And now, even visitors from far away make a point of stopping to sample her fresh baked bread.
How about you? How are your classes today?
You know, those kids never seem to run out of questions. You know, they're amazing. Their curiosity's endless.
That's so. Then you're a kid too. You're as incurably curious as any one of them.
Speaking of kids, how's Isara been today?
Mike?
Papa!
Hey there! Have you been a good girl?
Yep, I was real good. I was just helping Mama make some bread. I kneaded the dough all by myself.
Oh, I wish you could have tasted the bread that dough made. Our customer said it was the best ever.
Hey! Isara, that's really great! All right, you show me how and I'll help, okay?
Yay! Come on, Papa, I'll teach you.
All right, that ending was too cute. Oh my lord. Well, that was an incredible game. And again, of course, congrats to Alexis on her amazing run. So, as I said, we're just finishing up setup for the next runs. We have some arcade games to look forward to.